Hi everyone, I'm Courtney. This video will help you learn English words about soccer. I'm going to talk about the World Cup. The World Cup is a soccer tournament, so you can learn words about soccer in English. This year is the World Cup, the 2026 World Cup. The World Cup is a soccer tournament with a lot of different countries. This year, in 2026, there are 48 different countries participating in the World Cup. Usually, there are only 32 teams. There are usually only 32 different countries participating. So, this year there are more teams. There are 48 teams. Each team represents a country. There are a lot of different countries represented in this year's World Cup. The World Cup consists of many different games. There are a lot of games that need to be played before we can know who will be the winner. We don't know who the winner of the World Cup is yet. The games are still being played. Tonight, Colombia is playing Switzerland. Colombia is playing Switzerland to see who will win. I'm cheering for Colombia because I have some Colombian friends. So I'm cheering for Colombia. I watched one of the games on TV. I went to a bar and watched the USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina game. It was really fun. I'd never watched a soccer game on TV before. I'm not really a soccer fan. Well, maybe I am now. Maybe I'm a soccer fan now because I had a lot of fun watching the game. In the game, a couple of interesting things happened. First, the referee was making a lot of interesting calls. The referee was making a lot of calls against the US. A call is a decision about the game. For example, the referee can make a call that a player hurt another player and gets a yellow card. The yellow card is a warning. The yellow card is a warning when a player does something against the rules of the game. In the USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina game, a player got a red card. Player got a red card. What does a red card mean? A red card means that the player is ejected from the game. They're taken out of the game. They can't play in that game anymore. They also can't play in the next game. They can't play in the following game. It's a card that means that the player has done something against the rules, usually after getting a yellow card warning. In the game, the US scored 2 goals. The final score was 2-0, and the US won. When our team scored a goal, everyone in the bar would chant, USA, USA. It was really fun. The bar was very crowded and very loud. When our team won at the end, everyone sang the song Country Roads. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. It's not our national anthem. It's not even a song that's about the USA. It's about a specific state. It's about West Virginia. But it's the song that everyone is singing this year to celebrate when the US wins. Soccer isn't a very popular sport in the US until this year. It hasn't been very popular, but this year it's become more popular. You see people wearing jerseys in the street. This is a jersey. I work in a lot of sporting goods stores. A sporting goods store is a place that sells equipment for sports. Equipment like tennis balls, tennis rackets, baseballs, baseball gloves, basketballs, basketball hoops, and soccer balls, and soccer cleats. In the front of every sporting goods store this year, there's a big World Cup soccer display. They sell jerseys. I think they sell the US jersey, the Mexican jersey, the Colombian jersey, the Argentinian jersey, and maybe a few other jerseys, but those are the main ones that they sell here. My work also made us jerseys. This is our brand, and they made us custom soccer jerseys. I think it's really cool. I've been wearing this soccer jersey a lot since work gave it to me. The games take place in Mexico, Canada, and the United States this year. Mexico, Canada, and the United States are hosting this year's World Cup. I think that's why soccer is more popular in the US this year, is because we're hosting some of the games. The games take place in San Francisco, California, Dallas, Texas, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the state that I live in, so I'm about 5 hours away from where some of the games are played. On the 4th of July, the game was being played in Philadelphia. I felt really bad for the players because it was really hot that day. It was around 95 or 100 degrees outside, which is around 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. It was really hot. The players needed to hydrate. The players needed to stay hydrated so that they could perform well. Can you imagine trying to kick the ball and to score a goal or pass the ball to one of your teammates when you're dehydrated? That sounds terrible. There have been a lot of cool moments at the World Cup this year. For example, one team, Cape Verde, was predicted to not be that good this year. It was predicted that, compared to some other teams, maybe they wouldn't win. They're a very small country, and they didn't have as many fans as some of the other teams. But they won. They won against some teams that are a lot bigger. And now a lot of people know more about this country, Cape Verde. It's really cool and inspiring to see. There have also been some very sweet moments. Like, for example, when a Colombian player fell on the ground and a Portugal player, a player from Portugal, made sure that the Colombian player was okay and gave him a tiny little kiss on the top of his head. It was a very cute and wholesome moment. I like when the teams have good sportsmanship. I don't like when the teams fight. I think it's better when the teams have good sportsmanship, when the teams are respectful to each other. It's important to have good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your reputation, who you are as a person. It's been really interesting to learn a little bit more about the world of soccer this year through watching and listening to news about the World Cup. I'm really excited that I got to watch one of the games, and I'm really excited for the games coming up. Let's read who's playing. Okay, so tonight it is Switzerland versus Colombia, and then it is France versus Morocco, Spain versus Belgium, and Norway versus England. Those are the teams that are in the quarterfinal. Do you have predictions? Are you betting on anyone? Who do you think will win? What teams are you sad about? What teams are you sad that they already lost? I heard that the Mexico and England game was a crazy game, and Mexico lost 2-3. A lot of people were sad about the Mexico game. Who are you rooting for? If you haven't heard yet, you can click the link in the description for 4 free weeks of audios in English to help you improve your English listening skills. So make sure to check out the link in the description to get your 4 free weeks of audios in English. I'm Courtney. Thanks for watching. See you later.